What's going on, y'all? This 85 Sports Talk. I'm here to hit y'all with a brief recap of the Riyadh season, Better Biad versus Bivol 2. Overall, it was a great card, even with, the craziness that happened, with the two guys pulling out of the fights due to illnesses, allegedly, people would say, but I don't know, man. Who knows? Two people, that happened to two people, and then reportedly, Majumov was ill too. So, three people being ill, something's there. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck going on, but the show did go on. You had the first fight, Callum Smith versus Joshua Buatsi, Zhang versus Caballel, Adames versus Shiraz, Ortiz versus Madrimov, and Stevenson versus Padley, Parker versus Bacoli, Better Bia versus Bivol. And, with the first card, Callum Smith, very impressive victory. I definitely, even though he was actually favored to win the fight, but I had Adames winning with the experience. Also being a champion. But, Callum Smith got that pedigree from, previous fights. He's been in there, with tough guys. 2 losses under his belt. And that experience definitely played a key in his fight. It was definitely a very good fight overall. A lot of action back and forth. Excellent body work from both guys. Callum Smith, he ended up getting a victory. I was very impressed, honestly, the work he did. But Joshua Buatsi, he gotta put step on the gas a little more, because, he had chances to actually stop Callum Smith, but he didn't, carry on with it. And it's interesting to see, what happens with Callum Smith, going forward with the victory. And yeah, man, overall, very good fight, to start off, the main card. And Zhang versus Caballel, I had Zhang winning. I just thought the equalizer would, come into play. That was definitely not the case. Caballel, he did what he had to do in there. Incredible body work. He pretty much just beat the hell out of this guy's body until he quit, pretty much, man. Zhang, he couldn't take it no more, man. He had to, kind of chuck the deuces up and, live to, see another fight, man. I like Zhang, but, he always dealing with, conditioning issues. So it was just a crazy fight to see, man. And shout out to Caballel for getting the victory. He was favored to win, but I thought the equalizer and Big Bang, I thought he would, take him out with it. That did not happen. Great game plan. Shout out to the winner of that one. You got Adames versus Shiraz. I thought it was a complete robbery. I thought Adames was controlling the fight the whole entire time. A lot of people were speculating about Turkey, possibly, fixing that one. I don't know. Who knows, man? It's always going to be conspiracies going on, but it definitely, that was a horrible referee fight. Adames was, I thought he won clearly, but I mean, obviously, it was up in the air, man. It was a couple close. It was a few close fights in this one, man. But it was a really good fight though. I was pretty satisfied with that one, man. Shout out to Shiraz, man, for holding it down and staying consistent with the jab and things, and keeping it going good, man. And we got Madrimov versus Ortiz. I had Madrimov winning, by split decision. He definitely got off to a fast start. I thought it was too much of a fast start because, clearly after the 5th round, the guy gassed out and, it was just downhill from there. You know, not completely downhill, but Ortiz was he after the fifth, sixth round, man, he was able to be patient and place his shots. I thought Madrimov, he was very successful, but I thought he was just too excited in there. All the dancing around and shit. Gotta learn like placement and taking your time. That definitely did him a disservice. And Ortiz, man, he did what he had to do. Very impressive victory, with Madrimov, going the distance with Crawford. So a lot of people, that triangle theory shit, I absolutely don't believe it. Styles make fights. Um, you know, Ortiz, man, I was very impressed with the victory. I thought it was an upset. That's just my opinion. But because he had a horrible performance his last fight, definitely, did his thing, bit down, and showed some dog. And shout out to him, man. I'm interested to see what he do next. Good to see his career, going in a good direction. He was dealing with health issues and stuff. Definitely looked like he, fitting in that 154 division real well. Shout out to him, man. And, on to the Stevenson-Padley fight, man. A guy 4 days notice, I believe. Stevenson, he one of the most criticized fighters in the world. I just don't understand it to a degree. I get it, but I don't get it because, he's not this type of guy that's going to go in there dominating physically in a fight or just stopping guys and just being this guy with this, power and just beating the shit out of people, man. He's just going to, exercise the sweet science in there, man. He's an incredible boxer, incredible defensive fighter. And he did what he had to do, man. He got the stoppage with a clear bad hand. So that was very impressive, to get the stoppage with a bad hand, man. Even though the guy was on 4 days notice, still got to give a big shout out to Shakur for being able to make the adjustments on the fly without studying too much on this guy. Got him out of there. Seeing what's next for him, man. They talking about the Zepeda fight. That's the fight I wanted to see him fight right now. It's supposed to been right now, but Zepeda, in my opinion, I think he clearly ducking him. So, you can't win. You can't. He in a lose-lose situation. He's gonna get criticized for whatever. Like I said in previous videos, just do what you got to do to win. Fuck what the fans talking about, man. Because at the end of the day, you lose. It's people gonna be trying to clown you for trying to be out of character. So don't, man. You know yourself, and I'm proud of you for that. And fuck what the haters is talking about, or not even haters, just the critics. Just continue to doing what you're doing, because I think you definitely had a chance to be the best 135 pounder in the division. I think people underestimate how good of a boxer or fighter you really are. Crazy to say, but shout out to him. Hopefully we get that William Zepeda fight. These guys need to quit ducking Shakur for a guy that quote unquote got pillow fists and pillow hands. Sure is people, not quick to get in there with him. So shout out to Shakur for defending the title on 4 days notice. And it was very unfortunate. Floyd Schofield couldn't, for whatever intents and purposes. But, I'm a huge Floyd Schofield fan, and it definitely was very disappointing to say the least, with the antics going on. So hopefully that shit can get ironed out. And shout out to Stevenson again. Looking forward to seeing you soon. And Parker Bacoli. Bacoli, man, just on a couple of days notice, it was very unfortunate. He definitely was not in shape at all. Definitely just took a bag to do what he did. Parker, man, what could I say? It ain't Parker fault. supposed to be Daniel Dubois in there. That was gonna be an incredible fight in my opinion. But shout out to him for getting that second round knockout, I believe. Took advantage of the situation, did what he had to do, got the win. I'm looking forward to seeing him and Dubois fight soon, and maybe Usyk. Definitely want to see. He definitely came a long way, from suffering the loss from AJ. Got his name back on the map. He one of the best fighters in the world, man. Shout out to him. And Bacoli will be back. I think with a training camp, it would have been a totally different fight. Don't know what the outcome would have been, but it would have been a 50-50 fight for sure. Shout out to him. He's supposed to be having a fight in May. Hopefully he still do that. I'll be checking it out. And to the main event, Bivol better be what could I say, man? Great boxing fight or boxing match. These guys is down there evenly matched, man. They definitely will be. I think they'll fight a third time. I thought it was set up for a third time. That's what it looked like. A lot of people gave Bivol the edge in the first fight, which I can't really argue with it. It's 50-50, man. Either way, you can't really get too mad about it, man. Bivol is an incredible boxer. He definitely showed a lot. He definitely kept his foot on the gas more and didn't let off in the later rounds like he did in the first fight, which ultimately I think lost him the fight last time. He's willing. He won all the smoke with all the guys, man. I do want to see the third fight, the rubber match, to get it all the way over with and close the chapter on it. So hopefully we see that next. And that's the recap. I just want to keep it brief, man. Shout out to everybody, shout out to Bridger Talk. We got the podcast popping. Check us out on Mondays, Tuesdays, on all streaming platforms. And I'm gonna be back with y'all with the Tank Davis and Roach prediction soon. And yeah, man. Shout out to boxing, man. Shout out to Riyadh season. Keeping the boxing shit alive, and the future is looking very bright, man. And I'll be back with y'all real soon. I'm out.